You do not need to manufacture emotions in order to have your desire. It's about time we clear up the confusion about needing to feel certain feelings in order to manifest what you want. Hello, my loves. It's Gigi, and welcome back to my channel. We talk all about the law of assumption, mindset, spirituality, and so much more over here. We are the Journey Fam. We have a free community now that is so fun called the Journey Fam group chat. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. The link is in the description. I also do have one-on-one coaching if you need that support. But remember, it's never necessary to pay for coaching. I have so much free content here. I have over 60 videos for you guys that you can definitely benefit from. Let's get into today's topic, which is all about making it clear for you guys that you do not need to worry about feeling is the secret. And I hope that you can watch this video and truly let it sink in that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. I've talked about this in the past, but for some reason, I see a lot of people continuing to return to Neville Goddard's famous book, Feeling is the Secret. But let's remember, as iconic as Neville Goddard is, and as much as I love him and treasure what that man taught and use it as the foundation for so much of what I practice, he is not the end-all be-all. And he did not want you to think that he was. He was not trying to be some kind of guru. He was just a very skilled teacher, author, lecturer, etc. But he wrote Feeling is the Secret in 1944, and if you really pay attention, he evolved a lot throughout his years. And if you listen to some of his final lectures in the 1970s, I actually have a book called Neville Goddard's Final Lectures, compiled by Mitch Horowitz, and I highly recommend you get it. In my opinion, that collection is a lot more reflective of what he really wanted you to know, which is you are God consciousness. Your awareness of being is God consciousness. Unconditional love. And that is all that is truly real. This 3D avatar that you inhabit is not truly real. And yes, we're still going to respect it and treat it well, obviously, but your conscious awareness is your God self. That is why your attention and focus are so precious. And this is why so many people are trying to steal it from you 24/7, and there are a million distractions pulling you in different directions, siphoning your energy. And if you really allowed the simple truth to sink in that you could control the reality that you experience on a moment-to-moment basis by focusing on the present moment, choosing that frame of reality where you are successful in the great relationship, with all the money you want, living your dream life, you'd be like invincible. You would be conquering the world. What is God consciousness? What is your awareness, your I am? Where is your dominant attention going on a daily basis? I know you're not going to be perfect because you are a human, but are you dominantly returning to what you want to experience and focusing on that? Let's strip away all the details and just remember that you were a master manifester when you were a kid, because you didn't have all of these complicated layers to sift through. You would just decide you wanted something and then you would get it. I am not speaking for absolutely everyone's childhood. I know a lot of people had difficult childhoods, but I'm using this analogy to emphasize the fact that when you're a really small child, you have to rely on others giving you what you want in order to have sustenance to survive. And you're demanding it because you're living. You deserve it just for existing. And that is the type of energy I want you to embody, but in obviously a respectful way as an adult. As an adult, you are fully responsible for being the captain of your own ship. You don't have to stomp around and throw a temper tantrum. You can simply declare and decide with regal authority that you want something and allow the pieces to fall into place, follow the breadcrumb trail to watch it come to fruition. You don't need to force, manipulate, or coerce people into doing things. You can operate from a sense of divine entitlement, knowing your divine birthright, as Florence Scovel Shinn often talks about, knowing that you are a child of God and that as such, you will get everything that your heart desires, period. There's no other reason, no other justification, no other explanation for it. A client of mine recently said that he used to be that cocky, confident kid who was just manifesting everything he wanted until eventually he started questioning himself. It's true that we have this innate ability to follow our own North Star and do what's best for us and demand what we want. And then we start to let others chip away at that confidence. We can return to that childlike enthusiasm and certainty before the world got to us. At the same time, we do not need to be a menace to society. We don't need to be a jerk to people. We can still be super kind and have this strong, confident aura that is clearly rooted in something much bigger than ourselves, instead of having it based in ego and hubris, which never served anyone. I'm starting to digress, so let me circle back to the main intention of this video, which was to remind you that feeling is not necessarily the secret at all. In fact, it is remembering your I am, your God consciousness self, your decision-making power, knowing that you can experience it without limits, without conditions, because that is your birthright. That is the secret. That is the golden key to everything. The power of your awareness, which coincidentally is another great book by Neville Goddard that I would recommend more than Feeling is the Secret. So if you get stressed out thinking that you need to feel a certain way, instead embrace how you're feeling. I had a whole video about addressing, blessing, and releasing emotions. It can take about 20 seconds total, and then you can move forward, but you can take longer as well. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel a certain way. It's never about forcing yourself to feel a certain way. Obviously, it feels good to feel good, but that's besides the point for manifesting. In the same way that you can love yourself a lot and still not get anything you want because your self-concept is in the gutter, you can feel like you're on cloud nine and not be in touch with your I am, and you can feel great while being a victim. A lot of people do that. As a conscious manifester, you do not want to do that. So let me know if this made sense. If you want more clarification or more videos on this topic, I would be happy to elucidate more. But I know that this is so comically simple when you really take a step back and just think about it. And I've fallen into the trap way too many times of making this stuff more complicated than it needs to be. I don't want you guys to do that. I want the best for you guys, and you deserve nothing less than the best. So go live your best life. I love you. I will see you again soon in another video, and let me know what you thought about all of this in the comments below. Bye!